The exploration that disappeared into legend, left behind no map, no answers, only whispers. They called him Percy Fawcett, a fearless explorer who vanished deep in the Amazon jungle chasing a lost city he believed would rewrite history. But what if he found it and chose not to return? Before he became a myth, Percy Fawcett was a respected British artillery officer and cartographer. Born in 1867, he was known for his unbreakable will and calm under pressure. But what set him apart wasn't just his discipline, it was his obsession with the unexplored. After working in Ceylon and joining the Royal Geographical Society, Fawcett became enamored with uncharted territories, particularly South America. His peers saw him as eccentric, but his mapping skills were unmatched. He wasn't just venturing into unknown jungles, he was chasing the edges of human understanding. Fawcett first stepped into the Amazon in 1906. Unlike other explorers seeking gold or glory, he moved with awe, believing the jungle held ancient truths. Locals spoke of stone cities swallowed by vines and spirits that guarded their secrets. Fawcett listened. He believed the jungle wanted to be found, but only by those who respected it. Every rustle in the leaves, every faint drumbeat in the distance felt like a code he was meant to crack. Fawcett's early expeditions were brutal. Mosquitoes, disease, and starvation stalked every mile. On one trip, he nearly died of fever. Yet instead of turning back, he became more determined. The jungle was stripping away his civilized skin, replacing it with something wilder. He began to feel at home in the madness. He once wrote, "The forest in all its mystery and savagery fills me with indescribable longing." To most, that sounded insane. To Fawcett, it meant he was getting closer. In 1920, Fawcett revealed a theory that rocked the academic world. A lost, advanced civilization had once thrived in the Amazon. He called it Z, a city of stone, mathematics, and harmony with nature. Most scholars laughed it off. The jungle, they said, was too hostile for anything like that to exist. But Fawcett believed he had found evidence in ancient texts, like manuscript 512, which described ruins hidden in Brazil's Mato Grosso. This wasn't a myth, it was a buried truth. Fawcett became a target of mockery and obsession. The Royal Geographical Society distanced itself. Newspapers painted him as a lunatic, but the ridicule only fueled him. He was no longer trying to convince the world, he was trying to satisfy his own hunger. Whether Z exists or not is secondary, he wrote. What matters is the pursuit. The man who once mapped the world was now mapping myth. In 1925, Fawcett launched his last expedition into the Amazon, accompanied by his son Jack and Jack's friend Raleigh Ramel. They carried minimal gear. Fawcett believed speed and secrecy were vital. Before leaving, he warned, "If you don't hear from us, do not rescue." It was a cryptic farewell. With quiet confidence, they disappeared into the green abyss, never to return. Weeks passed, then months, then silence. People assumed they were lost, killed by natives, or swallowed by the jungle. But something was off. There were no remains, no trace. Dozens of rescue missions followed, yet none returned with proof. Fawcett hadn't just vanished, he'd become a ghost woven into the forest. And the legend of the City of Z grew stronger. The disappearance sparked decades of speculation. Some claimed they were killed by hostile tribes. Others believed they died of starvation. But stranger theories emerged. Some said Fawcett found Z and chose to stay. Others claimed he was taken by a hidden civilization, or even aliens. The Amazon became not just a jungle, but a veil hiding answers just out of reach. In the 1950s, anthropologists discovered oral histories among some remote tribes. They spoke of a tall white god-man who came from the river and stayed. He taught and led before vanishing into stone halls. Could this have been Fawcett? These tribes had no written records, only stories passed by memory, and somehow his name, or something close to Idacode in their chants. At the heart of Fawcett's obsession was manuscript 512, a mysterious 18th century document found in Brazil's National Library. It described an abandoned city with arched doorways, inscriptions, and towering statues deep in the interior. Historians debated its authenticity. Some called it a colonial-era hoax, others a misinterpreted ruin, but Fawcett believed it described Z in detail. For him, this wasn't fantasy, it was a map in code. The Amazon isn't just a forest, it's an ecosystem that consumes memory. Within weeks, it can erase footprints, bury evidence, and swallow entire expeditions. Fawcett knew this, yet he pressed on. He wrote of moments when the jungle felt alive, not metaphorically, but literally watching, judging, deciding who was worthy. Could it be that Z wasn't just hidden, but guarded? By 1927, the Royal Geographical Society officially declared Fawcett and his team missing and presumed dead. But even then, hope flickered. Some believed he had established a colony of utopia. Others thought he was held captive. But the deeper truth? No radio calls, no sightings, just silence. The kind that feels engineered, calculated. Over 100 people died trying to find Percy Fawcett. One expedition vanished entirely. Another was found, murdered and stripped, their bones left for the forest. The jungle seemed to resist intrusion, pushing back harder with every attempt. Some whispered that Fawcett had been accepted, and that outsiders were unwelcome. Fawcett's son, Jack, wrote a letter just before they vanished. In it, he spoke of feeling drawn to the forest, not as an explorer, but as if he were being summoned. "There's a rhythm here," he wrote, "like a voice underneath the leaves." Was it a final reflection, or a message from someone who knew they were close? In 1951, bones were found near where Fawcett was last seen. Initially believed to be his remains, DNA testing later debunked the claim. The skeleton belonged to a much younger man. Still, some theorized it was one of his team members, and that Fawcett went deeper. The jungle had given back just enough to stir hope. Ironically, long after Fawcett vanished, modern scientists began to find evidence supporting his theories. Aerial scans and satellite imagery revealed geometric earthworks, ancient roads, and pre-Columbian urban layouts beneath the canopy proof of a vast civilization once thought impossible. Fawcett may have been mocked in life, but the jungle was now whispering he was right. Among the most haunting theories is the idea that Fawcett didn't die, he chose to stay. Perhaps he found a tribe, a people, or Z itself. Maybe he discovered a way of life so profound he couldn't bear to return to the modern world. It sounds fantastical until you realize how disenchanted he had become with civilization. Percy Fawcett has become more than a man. He's a myth stitched into the green heart of the Amazon, a symbol of relentless curiosity, obsession, and the dangers of chasing what others fear. Whether he lies buried beneath the roots or lives forever in whispered tribal lore, one thing is clear: the jungle didn't take him, it claimed him. Fawcett's story isn't just about exploration, it's about conviction, about the cost of chasing truths that others mock. Maybe we all have our own Z, a dream worth vanishing into. So, what would you chase into the unknown? And if you found it, would you come back? If this story pulled you in, imagine what else lies hidden just beyond the edge of the known world. Hit that subscribe button if you're drawn to mysteries that don't just teach us history, but make us question what we think we know.